Turn it off.
Okay, hold on. Hey guys, welcome back to VSGChelly. If you're new here, my name is Chelly. I had VSG surgery 10/11/21. Today I have a special, fun
Don't be inappropriate.
guest. This is my channel. We talk about fun.
We don't.
Fun guests.
We don't.
So today is a special episode. If you've been following my journey, I am officially 1 year post-op. I have lost a total of 96 pounds. We'll go ahead and stand up, give you the turnaround. 96 pounds and counting. You can take a look at all the videos and kind of see the journey that I've been going through and the issues that I've had with the surgery and the success stories and, you know, body tours, hair loss, all of that stuff within the year. Are we boring you, sir?
No, I'm tired. That's why I got the red bone.
No, we're a little tired right now, but I really wanted to get this video. I wanted to kind of talk to my husband about the situation, about the surgery and the journey. I did one with my son, so I wanted to do one with my husband, just to kind of get that POV, the insight from the husband's perspective. You guys get to hear it from me. You guys got to hear it from my son. So now it's just an open conversation. I know in our Facebook group, we hear a lot of things about the husbands and the situations, but we never get to hear from the husbands. So this is a good opportunity to kind of tap into the husband's point of view. So, as we all know, VSG surgery does not just affect me. It affects everybody. It affects my son. It affects my husband. How do you feel it has affected you, me having the surgery?
It depends on like what way.
Do you feel like it's been maybe okay?
The only way I'm affected is the like the intimacy.
The intimacy you're affected
Yeah,
by?
That's
Okay.
it. Outside of that, it hasn't really.
What about, okay, so intimacy, because as you guys know, my body has been, I've been bleeding a lot because of the hormones and things like that. So, you know, sometimes that intimacy it can't be there because of all the things that goes on in my body. So my husband's like, that affects them, and that can put us in a cranky mood.
No, I don't know about putting.
No, I'll put me in a cranky mood, and then just my hormones in general can put me.
But I can't say
put a strain on the relationship, or no?
Yeah, that's hormones in general. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, let's see. I think so. That's the only way it affected you.
Think about it. We still eat all the same things that we've ever wanted to eat. You just eat small.
We save money.
We don't. We just spent $65 for breakfast.
We still eat out.
No, I can't think it. As far as like the surgery, outside of you bleeding a lot and then us not being able to be intimate in there, like in that area, outside of that.
That's good. And my husband was a big advocate for me to get the surgery at the very beginning. When we kind of started dating, we had talked about it. So that it's probably been, 4 years in the making? We were talking about the surgery.
Well, our 6-year anniversary is November, so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we started talking about it right when we started dating.
No, yeah, because you were doing Chelly No More Belly.
Yeah. So, yeah, it took about 4 years to finally get here, and we did it.
Yeah, we had always talked about it, but then once we focused on finances, we put all that stuff
to the
side.
At one point in time, we did put a down payment in Mexico to get it done, and then I lost $500 because I had to put a down payment, and then I was paying on it, and then I had to cancel because I don't remember why, and they're like, you can't get your down payment back. And I was like, or I can only get a percentage of my down payment, and I think I lost $500. Which was fine. But anyways, we ended up getting the surgery free, so That's all that matters.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
There was a time you thought that you weren't going to get it, and especially when COVID happened, and I got COVID, and then you had to keep getting pushed off and stuff like that. So
it was all perfect timing.
But the question is, how do you feel? Like, because I came into your life, and then I'm like talking about the surgery thing. How do you feel now?
How do I feel as far as what? Like physically, mentally?
Yeah, just everything. Like I said, like I came into your life, and I'm like bringing up the surgery. Then we start, then we pay some money down, and we lose it.
Yeah.
Then we come back, and then you have it, and now you're on the other side of it.
I'm on the other side.
So
it really feels good. I mean, there's a lot of issues that comes along with it that I wasn't prepared for, but it feels good to feel good in my body. It feels good. And I still have some type of body dysmorphia, trying to figure out how big and how small I am, because I don't know. I can't.
I show you how small you are all the
My
time.
body can't understand, because in my head, which was weird because when I was really big, I thought in my head I was small. So I was like, when I would pass by a mirror, I'd be like, dang girl, that's what we look like? Like, I had no idea that I was that big. But now I think I'm bigger, and then when I pass by a mirror, I'm smaller. So I'm still trying to get out of that. Am I that big? Because I'll look at someone, I'll be like, but that's what size I am. And you'll be like, you're not that big. Like, you'll be like, you're not that size. But I still feel. And then when I look at myself, I'm like, I don't know what's real, because I didn't know what was real when I was big. I don't know but when I do try on clothes, I'm like, oh girl, you're like 11, 13. That's very small for me, from coming from 22 to 24 to 11 to 13. So that's what I was like, okay, my clothes is what really helps me determine. Even when I bought my chones the other day, I was like, how are these tiny underwears gonna fit me? And then they fit me too big. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's kind of, but other than that, I mean, it's good. It's fun to kind of have a second chance at life. It feels like a second chance. And then, you know, having a big old strong husband.
But did you ever plan on doing it?
Before we got together?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. So
no, because I always thought that I was going to lose it by exercising and eating right. I really believed in myself 100%. I even started a YouTube channel called Chelly No More Belly on my 100-pound weight loss journey. Yeah, I really thought I was going to do it. But then, you know, life gets involved and you just get stressed, and then you just eat. And then you just was like, whatever, I don't even want to work out. But other than that, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Only thing that we didn't face any hurdles where, like, she was, like, thrown up a lot. Never threw up.
Oh,
yeah, like
no.
the traditional things. Oh, you're gonna throw up a lot, and then you're not gonna be able to eat things. We never faced that. We eat whatever we want, whenever we want. She eats smaller portions. Like I said, the losing the weight with the extra skin and stuff like that. The only thing, and we can share this. The only thing that I told her, like, the skin is, I can know when her belly was bigger, it was more like appealing, but now like this section is like just like a little loose. That's like the only thing that I would say, like, if I was to be honest.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing, but I don't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you know what's interesting? A lot of people did mention that sometimes their husbands kind of fall out of lust with them
Yeah,
after
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
After they get the surgery, husbands aren't attracted to their wives anymore. They don't like them skinny. They don't like them this. They don't like that. I read a lot about that, and it was really scary. Because before the surgery, me and my husband would look at pictures of before and afters, and the women, you know, it's just a very drastic change. And he would make comments, and I would get scared, like, oh my God, like, my body might look like that. You might be making those comments about me. And I would get really nervous because I'm like, I have no control. I don't know what this body's going to do 100 pounds down.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, I mean, it worked out.
Yeah, but I mean,
What?
I'm not trying to be rude to your. I was always highly attracted because you're just really pretty. So it really didn't matter to me.
No, I know,
So
but
you-
I'm saying
you know
as
what I mean?
women and all of the stories we read, the husbands fall out of lust with their wives
But
physically.
they don't look as pretty as you.
You don't know how they look.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I get
if
it.
a pretty big, and this I'm telling you from the perspective of a man, if a pretty
the
big girl,
perspectives,
if a
girl.
pretty, and this is just how men think, if a really pretty, like a really pretty girl happens to be big, if she loses the weight, she's not any less pretty anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the physical changes in your body.
But listen, you're trying to listen from a woman. I need you to listen from a man.
Okay.
From a man's perspective, right? The guys who are pursuing women, we are men, we are pursuing women,
Yeah.
right? A girl who happens to be big, who is extremely pretty, and you're one of those cases, very pretty, very super pretty, hair, brown eyes, straight teeth, very pretty, right? If she loses the weight, we're not thinking like, oh, well, now you have extra skin or anything else. That it doesn't matter to us because we were already with you when you were at your biggest.
Yeah.
So it's almost an addition if you lose the weight because now we can do more with you.
Yeah.
So in your case, I was already extremely super insanely attracted to you because you're just really a very attractive woman, your features and everything. So when you just got smaller, I could just do more with you. You know what I mean? Like I could do, you know what I mean? Like and that's really where our sex life, whenever we can do stuff, we've seen where
Yeah,
you
and
being smaller.
we talked about that on here too,
Oh, did
about our sex life and how it's gotten better
Yeah.
because we're able to do, different things, different positions, things that we weren't able to do when I had all the weight barrier. It was like more
Yeah.
like a barrier,
More like a
really, if you
barrier,
think
yeah.
about it. So we're able to try new things. Like I did say, it does hurt. I do have a lot of pain because there's no barrier in between. There ain't no more cushion for the pushing. There's only pushing. There ain't no cushion. So we've talked about that before. So that does hurt. So we do got to take it a little bit more easier and kind of ease back into those things. But right now it's non-existent.
And plus, it's also a lot of these, because like you said, we've looked at the pictures and then you've seen me comment. And
Yeah.
again, I'm just being honest for your platform. So I'm not saying anything to like offend anybody. But you've always had shape,
Yeah.
right? You were always shaped like this naturally. Of course, you're going to go on, or not of course, but you plan on getting other things and stuff like that to add to your body. But you naturally came with a shape.
Yeah.
So a lot of the pictures that we would look at, it's just not, there was
know.
not a base, there was not something underneath it. So like, it's like whenever you get smaller, like who's the dude from the morning show? He got super skinny.
Oh, you talking about the radio show?
No, yeah, like
Big
the radio
boy?
show. He's one of them. But wasn't it Al Roker or something like that? Al Roker,
know him.
black dude. He does the weather on like NBC in the morning show.
I think
the
I
Today
know.
Show. The
I
Today Show.
think I
Black
know.
dude, bald with glasses.
Yeah. I
Old
think
guy.
I know.
He got it. You know what I mean? He big boy from the radio show. He looks like Oprah got it. Or no, she never got it. She just lost weight. But Oprah's always had hips and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And you always had that thing. So now whenever I see you, you're just a smaller, tinier version of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
And you're short too.
tiny,
So
short.
I picked you based off of all the things that you had.
You picked me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Well,
I definitely picked you. I don't know why. What are you talking
okay.
I definitely
No, but I'm saying when you're making those comments, I'm not thinking like, oh, I'm just thinking about an insecure woman. Like, he made this comment. What if I look like that comment and he hates me? There's no logic behind any of that.
Oh.
It's just what we think.
Yeah, I mean-
because there's so many what ifs and we hear so many what if stories. What if that is me? What if I get the surgery and my body turns like this and my husband is not attracted to me and I have to get divorced? Like that really happens every day for women.
Yeah,
They get the
but
surgery.
I don't know if that happens for women if their man I never wanted you to get your surgery to like look better or nothing like that.
Yeah, and you know, and that is something that's important that I did want to touch on.
Yeah.
My husband, you know, when we did talk about it, I was bigger, and he always said, because you know me as a woman that's overweight, that had insecurities, when my husband brought it to me, I'm thinking, you just want me to be skinny because you want me to look this type of way. You don't like me the way I am. You know, la, 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 la. All the things that I made up. My husband never came to me and was like, you're fat and I don't like it and you need to lose weight and here's the surgery, here's a pamphlet.
Right? Yeah, exactly. No.
He never said that. It was my own insecurities. He simply said, I want you to be comfortable in your body. I want you to live a life where you are comfortable in a body that you deserve.
Well,
go ahead.
Not that.
What?
I said I wanted you because you were like a bigger kid, and then you were a bigger teenager, and then you were a bigger adult woman, and then you had your baby early. So then by the time I met you at 29, you had lived 29 years of like if this is like in the middle, this is skinny, you were on like right here, like the little bit bigger side. And I wanted you to experience life as a small, petite woman. That was what I wanted you to live life. Regardless of extra skin or BMI or any of that, I wanted you to live life as in, because I'm bigger now, I'm 280 now, right? But I got to be a skinny kid my whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know what that's like. So I was like, well, when I met Chelly, I wanted her to experience life on that side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't even about being comfortable. I don't know if you would be comfortable. I never knew if you would be comfortable.
Well, yeah. And I've spent my whole adult life trying to be petite, trying to be skinny, always on diets, always on yo-yo diets, always losing, you know, on the fad diets, always in the gym, and always eating fat. Like it was a constant toxic cycle of trying to lose weight but not being able to lose weight.
Well, skinny and petite are two different. I never asked you to be, like, I don't use the word, I wouldn't want you to be skinny.
Skinny and petite is the same thing to me.
I know.
Petite is tiny.
It's petite
and then
no
skinny
K.
is tiny.
No, skinny and petite are two different things.
How?
Because you can be a 168-pound petite woman, because I'm 6'4", 280. So you're petite to me.
To you?
Yeah, that's all that matters. Who else you trying to matter to? Nobody. All right then, hush your mouth. So, back when she was big, I couldn't talk to her like that.
So what's skinny?
Too little. I gotta get back.
I told you I was gonna get back
fat.
I told they know that I can't handle him anymore.
You didn't sell VSG shirts. I said I need to get back fat.
Get him back fat.
Even your mama told you, right?
She did.
She said you
You don't have to gain that weight back, girl. That's what she told. I said, that's what I said. I told my mom, I had talked to my mom last night about all the things that were going on with my body since the surgery. I haven't talked to her in a few months. So she's listening to about the knees. She's listening to about the bleeding. She's listening to about the toes. She's listening about all these things. And she was like, you just need to gain all your weight back. And I was like, Mom, I do. I said, I need to get back fat. But then when I told her my husband be picking me up, she's like, oh, okay, go ahead, stay where you at.
Oh, did she say that? That's bad.
I like getting picked up.
Pick up your mom?
Cut. I'm just kidding. No, because, my goal in life was to lose weight so I could be picked up from my husband.
Now you get picked up all the time.
And I was like, I gotta lose weight because I want to be picked up. I've never experienced being picked up because I was so big. Nobody was strong enough to pick me up.
You got jokes. Excuse me. You got jokes.
I'm just kidding.
That's a lot.
So anyways, I'm at the end of this video, you're going to pick me up at the end and I'm going to be like, bye. I need y'all to see my man pick me up. So anyway, so that is why we touched on the surgery, so I can experience this life, and I really like it.
Yeah, because it came with, when I met you, it was as we entered our 30s. Well, I was already in my 30s, but as you entered your 30s, I had a plan, so I knew where I wanted you. I always felt that there should, with the amount of success that I knew that was going to enter your life, I knew that you should have a certain look because you would have a platform. You know what I mean? And this right here is the beginning of that.
Yeah.
Right? So then as you continue to edge into that way, and even, you know, she inspired me recently with just one story of her going to, and tell the story, because we were just driving, going to do the pizza place. Yeah, or in fact, we have to drop off the shirt now. And then she said,
well, there's a gym right connected to, in the same shopping center. And I said, I used to go to that gym. I would go every single day, hit the elliptical, and I lost 40 pounds. I would go with my shades, walk in, and I would go to the elliptical right in front of the window. So I'm looking outside, you know, to the parking lot. And I would just get on that elliptical every single day. It was about 3 months, and I lost about 40 pounds. Mind you, this is before children. So my body was a little bit more, it was a lot different back then before I had kids. But I lost 40 pounds in about 3 months with just consistently going to the elliptical, 30 minutes to an hour every day. Just depend on what I had to do. He said it inspired him. He says, well, how did you eat? I said, off and on, good and bad, because it was just something I couldn't commit to healthy all the time. You know, we have our cravings, and on the weekends we want to eat Mexican food, have a margarita type of thing. So he said that inspired him, and he's been killing it. What you been doing?
going to the gym.
Every day. He's
Well, they're
been
trying to. I think, yeah, I missed last weekend, but then.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Just the weekend you really took off. Oh, wait.
Yeah, I
What's
think I
today?
missed Monday. Wasn't it a holiday?
Either way, but he's getting stronger.
Yeah.
Like we can tell the difference. Him going to the gym and when he's lifting me, it's getting easier for him to just kind of lift me up and stuff. So I'm glad I was able to motivate you, my 10 years ago self.
Yeah, exactly. No, and that's the beauty of our relationship. But yeah, like I said, as she's here now, growing this channel, it's almost monetized and stuff like that. You've had this channel since the beginning, right? Since the surgery?
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, yeah, a little few months before when I started the process.
Yeah. So that's what, that was always my goal as a husband's goal, is to always make sure that he elevates his wife. So in this situation, Chelly has been continued to get elevated, not just physically, but on the outside when it comes to her success and her successful business, which I'm sure you've told them about.
Yes, flash custom transfers.
You see what I'm saying? So that was always my thing. So then I was like, well, the more that she has her success and then looks the part of these women in this category that come from this, they can look to her as like, hey, she may one day, 5 years from now, look like, you know what I mean, have all the whatever. But at heart, you are still just a young woman who has to deal with weight issues and stuff like that, and you will always be able to relate. You're not like one of these, and you got all your success from the ground, from the Uber, and you know what I mean? From the Toyota, you know what I mean? Like from the ground up, which it's not really a thing that happens. A lot of these people are already successful. They might happen to already be overweight, and then they get the surgery and then they want to switch up. That's not Chelly's. And Chelly's natural, her natural personality is very kind and caring and loving and always wanting to help people. And she gets a lot of that from her uncle too. So it's just really good. I knew that one day all this would kind of fall into place, and then, you know what I mean? You'd be a huge inspiration. Yeah. And kind of lead people to like, oh, you know what? I could follow Chelly. I could follow Chelly.
Yeah, and I think it's good to be able to share my journey, because there is a lot of people out there that are looking for that experience, that are getting the surgery or have gotten the surgery. So it's all falling into place.
Yeah, and always get it for the right reasons. Like I said, if you have a man in your life that wants you to get it to please him, that's not the right reason.
No, for sure not.
You know what I mean? And that's why we don't have any issues. Like, there's been zero lack of attractiveness when you had the weight or when you didn't have the weight. All the nasty things happen all the time. I'm just saying, they've happened from day one to day whatever, all the nasty things. Okay. I'm just saying, like, it hasn't changed.
It's been interesting.
So you got to be very careful, because I see a lot of women out here who think that if they look like this, and this is from a man's perspective, think that if they look like this, you know what I mean, then they'll attract this and stuff like that. And unfortunately, that's not the reason to do it. That's not the reason to get your lips done. It's not the reason to get Botox. It's not the reason to get a tummy tuck. It's not the reason to get a Brazilian butt lift or boob job. if you're doing it for that reason, you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hope that you could portray that.
Yeah, and a lot of women have to work through that because they do it for the man and want, acceptance and all of that from society, really, from the men. It has to be within. You have to want it for yourself. So that could be another video that we can touch on as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And talking about that, my husband has been great through this entire process, which I always share with you. He has been very, very patient, things like that. And he has not put, he hasn't put any pressure on me. He doesn't put pressure on the situation at all. It's just what it is. He's happy to see me happy. He's happy to see me kind of thriving and being exactly where we thought we would be around this time. It's me who puts all of the pressure on myself. When my 1 year was coming up, I was like, I need to hit this 100-pound mark. I need to do this. I put so much pressure on myself, and he always is there to help me. Like, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Take it easy. It's only been a year. It's okay if you didn't hit the 100-pound mark. You had all of these issues with your hormones. You've been bleeding. Your body's out of whack. And I have to remember, we have to remember, it's okay. Take some of that pressure off. If your husband and your partner, touch my hand because I love you. If your partner is telling you, it's okay, guys. It's okay. We don't have to. We're doing amazing. 96 pounds. I had to be okay with being 96 pounds at a year post-op because it was a really big thing for me to try to hit that 100 pounds. I will probably still hit the 100 pounds within this month, but it's okay. The pressure is gone. We've had the surgery. We don't have to hold all of these pressures that we've held with being fat. Being fat, it's a lot of pressure. Like, oh, I got to lose weight. I got to lose 5 pounds. I got to fit into this. I got to go to the gym. I got to da-da-da-da-da. The surgery is a tool to help us. We have the tool. Now just use it. All the hard work is done. So I just love you for not allowing myself. What happened? And I just love you for just allowing me to take some of that pressure off myself.
Yeah, and
it's a lot.
Women are so emotional and men are a lot more logic because I'm thinking this is my logic as a man. I'm like, why are you worried about 4 pounds to get to 100? Because all of you women out there who have this surgery, if you get the 80 pounds lost or 96 pounds lost, in this case, eventually, everybody who potentially has that surgery usually has some type of skin removal surgery sometime along the line. That's going to remove and put you right over 100 pounds. Put you well over, you know what I mean? Yeah. So don't even worry about it because once you have the skin removal, what are you, like 164, 165, right? So once you have the, whenever that is, once you have the skin removal, you'll be what, 150?
This might be a good,
you know what I'm saying? Good
10, 20 pounds.
Yeah, 10, 20 pounds or what, 150, you know what I mean? With a super flat stomach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like.
We're still under construction.
No, not even still under construction. I'm just saying, not even specifically.
No, I'm just saying my body still has a lot of changes that it's going to be going through in the next year or two. Yeah,
that too. And with Chelly, I don't know if you tell them this, but the only thing that her husband, me, really cares about is how well we do successfully. So this is really more of a hobby. Her weight loss surgery and stuff like that.
It's not a hobby. It's my lifestyle.
I know, but I'm saying your lifestyle's success.
Those are two lifestyles. This is my life. This is not a hobby.
It is, but I'm just saying, you can't cuss.
This is my channel.
You can't.
You can't say my weight loss journey is a hobby.
Okay.
So let's.
I'm not going to say it's a hobby. What I'm saying is that I want Chelly to be 100,000% focused on the success and how much we can scale our business. All of the other things can all come over time.
Yeah, the entrepreneur side of it.
Yeah, the entrepreneur side is what really matters. So if she tells me she's worried about 4 pounds to get to 100, that's not on my radar. I'm worried about the 4 ads.
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean? I'm worried about, $4,000 here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever is, oh, that's what my brain is on. I'm not worried about none of that at all, because that's only time outside of picking her up during the day, only time I even think about her body is at night when all of work is done. And then it's like, okay, now it's intimacy time with my wife. And then it's back to the grind in the morning. When I, you know what I mean? Back to the workflow in the morning. So unfortunately, as women out there, or even guys out there, if you guys are having a surgery, you guys have a lot to think of. But like she mentioned, I'm always here to show her, like, hey, relieve some of these pressures over here, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how skinny she is, if Donovan needs something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As we head into like Christmas and all these other things, right? Or you want to put Donovan in soccer or something like that. You know what I mean? It's going to be the success and the money and the business that's going to be able to facilitate all of that. Donovan and your babies are going to love you big or small.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's what of course, the healthiness and stuff like that. And by losing the weight, we found out her knees, her feet, her blood and everything, and liver and organs are already good.
Yeah.
But we found out, issues with her knees, which was just arthritis, so her knees are good. And then, she's gonna have to have some type of like foot surgery. So it was great that we were able to find that out.
And I had an appointment today with the.
But that has nothing to do with your surgery. That has nothing to do with your surgery.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That's just a.
Oh, because I did do a video about bleeding for a long time.
Yeah, but
that's just.
That's more your birth control. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so I guess in that perspective, all of this is.
Yeah. For fun. You're doing it for fun.
It ain't for fun.
I'm not saying you're doing it. Listen, because
it's not as important as. Okay, we gotta think.
Because I love you so much, it's never been. I was gonna be happy with you regardless.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be. Yes, now I can toss you like a pizza dough. I can do all of these things that I've ever wanted to do because you're so little and I'm so much bigger than you. It's so fun.
It is so fun.
It's so fun. But if I have to sacrifice your size, which never mattered to me, for success, then I'm taking success.
For sure.
You know what I mean? We can do all that. We can go to the DR and for 6 months.
We both look back on pictures and videos of me from last year, and we were like,
I was all in them guts.
All them crevices. Girl, let me tell you. I was like, we did not realize how big I was. I didn't know. He didn't, like, what, I don't, and then what I noticed, even when I was big, like, since I've lost all this weight, I'm now like a cuddler. I like to be like cuddly. When I was like, because I was thinking about that the other night, I was like, Big Mama did not want to cuddle.
Never.
And he's a cuddler. He wanted to be up on me. And then I guess I was just so big. I'm like, get off of me. Like, I don't want nobody on me. But now I'm all like, get over here. Like, I want to be all up in you.
Yeah.
It's so funny how that changes.
Yeah, guys. So just, I'm not going to say nothing on your channel to give them support. But if you're single, worry about success, and if you're married, worry about success. That's all that really matters.
This is not a business channel.
I'm just saying,
this is a VSG channel.
That's all that matters. And let this, let whatever happens.
Yeah.
Your post-surgery. If you're watching this video, you're probably looking to get to surgery or you're post-surgery.
Yeah.
And if you're post-surgery, then you're over the hump.
You're over the hump. It gets better. I had someone message me that she just got it. I think it was like yesterday. And I was like, wow. And she's like, please tell me it gets easier. And I'm like, it does. Like the first 2 weeks are the hardest. After a month, you'll feel life getting back to normal. But it'll get better. It'll get easier. I'm 1 year post-op.
But everybody's different because she never threw up. So
Yeah, some people do have issues.
She was eating...
Okay.
Cheesy fries.
No, I almost, oh my God, the other day, babe, I woke up out of my sleep.
Yes.
I was dead asleep. It's probably like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm dead asleep. I wake up and I was like so nauseous. And I was like, oh, I'm about to throw up. So I go to the restroom and I started like spitting because I felt like I had to throw up, but I didn't. I breathed. I was like, okay, breathe. 'Cause I
COVID
hate
twice,
throwing
no
up.
throw up.
No throw up. I hate throwing
She just
up.
don't throw up.
I'll
You
just
know how you
breathe
hate
through
to do
it.
something you never do.
Because I breathe through it. I'll be like,
She can't throw up.
I'll breathe so it makes the throw up go down.
Even post surgery in the hospital, all she did was spit in the bucket. She can't throw up. It's impossible. Well,
Anyways,
once,
guys,
one time.
win. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here with us today. Oh, please follow my husband, Straight Outta Content. He also has a YouTube channel. We have our business channel there, and we also have other like family content and things like that. So check out Straight Outta Content. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you for following my journey. We are 1 year post-op, and we will keep the videos coming, almost monetized. So please like, share, and comment down below how many months are you post-op, or if you have any questions for me, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Turn it off. Turn it off.